Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on. We have some fun summer crafting ideas for you today. I raided my craft stash and came up with a few items to craft. This first one is going to be a butterfly wreath. So my daughter and nephew were helping me dig through my craft items and found these butterflies from the Dollar Tree and asked me to do something with them. So I decided I'd take a Dollar Tree wreath form, some yarn, and start wrapping it around and seeing what we could create. So as you can see here, I'm just doing two-tone all the way around the wreath. So once I have the wreath completely wrapped, that's where I'm going to go ahead and add in some embellishments. So the first is just going to kind of do a loose wrap of jute twine around the whole thing. And then I'll go in and add in some Dollar Tree florals that I was trying to get rid of. You can see all my little helpers walking around in the background. Then we will add in all of our little butterflies that were chosen for me to use. I'm just going to add these in kind of randomly around the wreath. I did put another greenery stem at the bottom there, along with the butterflies, a jute bow at the bottom, and I will add in some beads to the strings of the bow, and this one will be done. I did add some jute in the back to hang it. The second craft idea is going to be a colored bead garland. And so I have kind of like a little tray that I put on my bed up in our master bedroom, and it had a bead garland on there that was a little bit too fall colored for me, so my daughter thought I should go ahead and make a more colorful one for summer. So right here I'm just going to string up all of the different beads in a pattern format. Here I'm getting towards the end, and then I had intentions of filming how to do a tassel, and I must have lost that footage along the way. So here I'm getting ready to do the tassel. And then the next shot here is I have the tassels already attached to the garland, and now I'm just wrapping it in jute to kind of finish it off. The tassels were quite a bit longer than I intended them to be, so I had to go ahead and give them a little bit of a haircut. And there you go. Switching it out here on my bed. Alright, the third craft is a bead and jute plate. So to start off, I'm just going to take a Hobby Lobby, kind of one of the hard plastic plates, and start hot gluing some jute twine in the middle. I'm using my favorite crafting tool, the hot glue gun, of course. And once I decide kind of a good spot or enough width that I have on the jute, I'm going to start individually gluing down these little wooden beads. And this is quite time consuming, as you can probably tell, but I think it has kind of a cool look at the end. This first section of beads, I actually did 2 full rows of them, and then the next set of beading I just did 1. And I'm going to go in with some more jute twine. I'm using here, I believe I got from Dollar Tree. Adding in another row of beading. And then I'm just finishing wrapping the plate in jute again. Then for the end, I just hot glued it to the back of the plate. I'm going to make just another little quick jute bow, and then add in some of those pink floral picks from Dollar Tree that I was trying to use up. then I'm just going to do some additional larger wood beads to the ends of the bow. You could probably use this in a kitchen or as decor on some shelving. It's kind of a fun farmhouse feel to it. Craft number 4 is probably my favorite. It is a welcome sign for either your front door or I guess wherever you'd like to put it. But I'm going to start out here by painting a little over half of this wood disc that I have from the Dollar Tree in a black chalk paint. Then using the Cricut, I just chose a welcome decal sign, and I'm going to use the Cricut Joy to cut it out.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting.
So I did this in 2 tones. Obviously the welcome part is black, and then the rest of the decal I did in white. So once I get it on the sign, you'll be able to kind of see the writing a little bit better.
The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So now I'm going to start placing the Cricut cutout on the sign after the paint's dry.
Take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
I'm just kind of going through and putting a little bow onto the sign. Since I'm not good at making bows, I just kind of put a messy bow together. So I cut different little pieces of burlap fabric and ribbon, or burlap ribbon, and tie it off with some black and white baker's twine. And I'll add this to the sign.
In the great outdoors, forever free.
Then I just have some floral picks from Joann's that I'm going to add on to the bottom of the sign as well. I'm just kind of getting them hot glued into place. So now you can see the white Cricut decal on the black paint that says "To Our Crazy Home." So it says "Welcome to our crazy home." I'm adding the bow in on the top, and then I'm going to actually go through and add some black and white baker's twine around the middle of the sign where kind of the natural wood and the black paint meet up, just to kind of cover up that transition line. Add in the floral picks. Obviously just arrange these however you feel like looks good. Discs from the Dollar Tree do come with a hanging jute string, so I'm just placing that back on. And because I can't leave well enough alone, I'm gonna go ahead and put another Cricut house decal on, just for good measure. And we're done! This is really cute for a front door. And I just wanted to add in a couple clips of some other welcome signs that I created. A little tray, and then just a fun cutting board. Alright, so the last craft is another butterfly wreath. So since I still had some remaining Dollar Tree butterflies, I thought I'd go ahead and use up the rest of my burlap and make another welcome wreath. I'm just starting by first taking the natural colored burlap and wrapping it kind of in sections around the wreath, just keeping some open space because I'm going to go back in with a white burlap and wrap in around the green open areas. Then take the remaining burlap and cut it into strips and do another kind of messy bow for this wreath. I'm going to interlace the white and the natural colored burlap and then secure it with some teal colored yarn. Alright, so now I'm going to place the bow. And then I had this little arrangement of lavender florals that I just kind of took apart and decided I was going to place this on the wreath as well. So I hot glued the florals together, and now I'm just going to secure the whole thing with some jute twine around, wrapping it around it. Because we have more butterflies to use up, I'll go ahead and place the butterflies on as well. And what I didn't show off camera, I made a little Cricut welcome sign that I also placed at the bottom of this wreath as well. I attached a little jute string to hang it, and this one is done. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.